And I had a couple of thoughts. The first was to ask myself why so few lawyers, from my perspective at least, why so few lawyers think the way that I do. And what my role and what my firm's role is in acting as a gatekeeper between our client and really recovery. And I haven't always thought that way. And I think the reason I haven't always thought that way is because law school doesn't teach you to think that way. In fact, if you look at any law school's charter, you will see that their primary goal is to teach students to think like lawyers, whatever that means, to think like lawyers. At some point going through law school, I think we all look back and say, I'm thinking differently. I am now thinking like a lawyer, which really means to take the law, the statutory law, and the case law and apply it to your client's problem. And to do that in a very logical and precise and separate way. What I mean by separate is separate from really looking at your client as a person. You're just looking at the client's legal problem and not thinking about how they got to that problem in the first place. And that part of the thinking process, to have some insight into how your client got into your office, is what they don't teach in law school. They don't teach empathy or understanding or acceptance. Certainly they don't teach that as a general principle, and they by all means don't teach it as it relates